We are at the brand new clinic for the Nova Scotia Sisterhood on Wise Road in Dartmouth. I'm joined by Dr. Tony Sapong, who's the acting medical lead here with the Nova Scotia Sisterhood. And for our viewers who are watching right now, maybe let them know what the Sisterhood is.
Yes, great question. So the Sisterhood is an initiative that was started in 2022. It had sort of come out as an extension of the Nova Scotia Brotherhood, which was a clinic that was started in 2015 to provide culturally competent care to Black and African Nova Scotian men. But then we heard from the women, like, where are our services? Where's our clinic?
Yeah.
And so it became apparent that there was a need and a desire for this. And so basically we are here to serve Black and African Nova Scotian women, as well as gender non-conforming folks and non-binary folks. And we are basically trying to reduce the barriers for access to healthcare services for Black and African Nova Scotians.
What kind of services can people access here?
Yeah, so we have primary care. So I, as a physician, am here once a week. We have a nurse practitioner as well, providing primary care for 4 days of the week. And then there are other sort of clinical supports. So we have a clinical therapist, Crystal, who's fantastic. We have a nurse who does sort of basic health interventions. So she can do blood pressure screenings and pap smears and sort of STI screening. And then we also have a wellness navigator. And this is sort of someone who can help patients if they are struggling in terms of, finances or employment or sort of like getting connected to community services or external resources. That is what the Wellness Navigator helps with. We have a community liaison who sort of goes out into community and builds bridges and sort of connects basically health programming to these various communities.
And I think it's important that people know that this clinic exists, but you go into communities as well to bring the care to the people. Maybe speak to that.
I think that's one of the super unique aspects about the Sisterhood. So we're an all-Black team of healthcare providers, and we are going to people where they're at. So we go to North Preston, we go to Dartmouth, Halifax, and Upper Hammonds Plains. And so it rotates, and the goal of that was to, again, reduce barriers to access, so making it easier for people to come, because not everyone can travel or wants to travel. And it also just helps us understand these are very unique communities. They're historically Black communities. They have different needs. They have different clinical contexts and cultural contexts. And so it's nice to see people in their homes because I think it makes the care better, and I think it allows me to understand where everyone's coming from a lot better.
For sure. And you've been here about a month. What's the response been like from the community?
When people are coming here, what I'm often hearing is, oh my goodness, I feel so much better in this space. I feel safe. I feel heard for the first time. And that's such a powerful moment to see, and it's something I see again and again. And I think just having that safe space for people allows us to then start build the foundation that allows us to really address some of their healthcare needs, because as we know, we have in the Black community higher rates of chronic diseases, higher rates and poor outcomes with things like cancer. So the need is there, but it's important to make sure that people feel comfortable accessing the services, and I think that's what the Sisterhood does so well.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Spong, for inviting us into your space today.
Of course, my pleasure. Thank you for coming.
We're joined now by Crystal John, who's a clinical therapist with the Nova Scotia Sisterhood. So, Crystal, what do you do here?
So I am the therapist for the Nova Scotia Sisterhood as well as the Brotherhood. Most of my clients are with the Sisterhood, so I provide counseling for folks who are looking for some support.
And what's unique about what you do is you do speak to people here at the clinic on Wise Road, but you go out into the community.
I do. So on Mondays I'm in Halifax, which serves our Halifax clients. Tuesdays and Wednesdays I'm here at Wise Road. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, I am at the Mental Health and Addictions on Portland Street. So I have an office there, and that helps to serve our clients that are in Deeper Dartmouth, North Preston, and East Preston.
What kind of concerns do people have when they come see you?
Oh, there's lots of concerns. Mostly their mental wellness, mental health. A lot of people are concerned with having anti-Black racism at work. And intergenerational challenges and problems that they have. And sometimes it's as simple as helping someone through anxiety and giving people schedules and things to take care of in their daily lives. Yeah.
So when you're here, you've seen patients here. It's been almost a month that the clinic's been open.
Yes.
How has the response been from the people you've been seeing?
A lot of them are really enjoying it. It's very central for them. It's on a bus line, so they find it very accessible. And I think now that they've removed the tolls at the bridge, a lot of people are finding the access convenient for them. So that's really important.
And one more thing that we should mention is there are a lot of community programs that are run. For example, there's a mental health book club.
Yes. Oh, it's so exciting. We started this, launched it in February of this year, and it has had consistent high numbers, 20 to sometimes 25 women come out, and we are currently, the book we're looking at is called Black Pain, and it looks at depression, it looks at mental illness in families, things that generally in the African Nova Scotian communities, these aren't topics we talk about on a regular basis. So it's something new for folks, but they're really enjoying it. Open discussions, great relationships, and we're even making connections in terms of services and people in the that come to the book club that have other services to offer in the African Nova Scotian community.
So if people watching right now wanted to become part of the Nova Scotia Sisterhood, how would they find out more information?
They can go to our website, Nova Scotia Health, the Nova Scotia Sisterhood, or they can call us.
All right, perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much, Crystal.
Thank you.
All right, that wraps up our visit with the Nova Scotia Sisterhood, but we have put all that information on our website to make it easy for you to find.